I got caught. Oh, yes, people. Welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. Lots of stuff happening at Liverpool Football Club at the moment. Transfers, players wanted by other clubs, and a player coming in. And the Europa League happened. The draw just happened as well. So Liverpool have an all right group. You know what I mean? So it's just the traveling is the issue for me when it's in regards to that. But yeah, let's talk about all this stuff. We're going to talk about the press conference, obviously the transfers and potential signings, as well as the player that's coming in for the medical already today. So let's talk about this and bring my main man on, Mr. Anton. Everybody knows Anton's part of the channel when we first started, and that's the way it is. Let's go, Anton. What's going on, man?
What's going on, bro?
How are you feeling about all this stuff that's happening at Liverpool Football Club at the moment?
Is
it too late or is it too much, mate?
It's all too much for me, man. All too much for me. All too much, man. You wish the thing would just close, and but what can you do? What do you do if they come for that money, man?
Yeah, it's hard.
What do you do for your seller?
It's very, very hard, man. We're going to talk about that later, though. So, but we're going to discuss the Europa League first of all. So let's do that. Yeah. Let's do that. So the first thing we're going to discuss is the Europa League. That's something we're in at the moment. I mean, we can't do anything about it. What do you think of it, mate? Like in regards to us competing in it, is it something that we like currently need to pursue as a club, or is it something we could just avoid and concentrate on the actual Premier League?
It's a trophy that club's not won.
Yeah,
it's Europe. We can play players that won't play, or fringe players, or players who want to try and get in the first team. So we can do that.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad thing. But then again, it's a distraction from the league, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Arsenal did well in the league while they were in it at the time, and then came second. So I don't know.
It's not a bad group, though, is it?
It's not a bad group.
Well, we've got what is it? Lask, I think they call it. That's from Austria, and you got Union SG, that's from Belgium, and you got Toulouse from France. So it's not I know I said it's a lot of traveling, but it's just around the corner, isn't it? Really, like it could be worse. It could be going to Kazakhstan or some places like that. So
was that place where Arsenal played Chelsea back in the day?
I think it was somewhere there, mate. I don't exactly remember, but it was somewhere
that edge of the earth, almost like in Europe somewhere.
Yeah, so
it took them time to get there. Like it was crazy far, man.
It's crazy, bro.
But it's still
like in the old days, I remember, Anton, we used to like cherish the UEFA Cup back in the day, and we used to think like it's a good competition. Man. Liverpool had the record in that competition for years because they're the only ones that won it 3 times. Now Seville win it every season. Hopefully they're not going to jump in there. You know what I mean? Because every time they go in there, they win it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know like it's not like as prestigious like it used to be. I know it's not the competition everybody wants to play in, Anton. But if you don't qualify for Champions League, there's a Champions League spot on it. You know what I mean? So
listen,
why not just go for it?
I would take that. I would take the Europa League 100%. We're in the. I'm saying while we're in the league, obviously do as much as we can in the league, and then obviously players that we need to play.
Yeah.
Play in the Europa League. Like if we're playing a big team. That's when we come up with the big guns. You know what I'm saying? I think we should take easy through the group, to be honest. Every gets a bit harder, and then we play our team, the main team.
You could play the youngsters in this, innit? You could
That's what I'm saying.
give opportunities to players that don't really get a lot of games, and they could prove themselves. You know what I mean? The further we go, the more they could prove themselves, and the more they could tell the manager, "I'm ready for the first team as well." So it's not a bad competition for the youngsters to come in and
no, it would have been a good competition for Naldini to play.
Yeah.
Naldini to be in, but. I mean, we've loaned him for 6 months or so?
Yeah, we're gonna speak about that. Yeah, like
6 months.
I feel for the guy, man. I really, really feel for the guy.
It's a waste of time, man.
Yeah. So we move on to the next one. Obviously, the Europa League, as you can see, people, we've got Group E with Lask from Austria, Union SG from Belgium, and Toulouse from France. It's a difficult group as because it's powerful nations in regards to European football. So it's not going to be easy group like everybody thinks it is going to be. But we have to come through it somewhere somehow. Be professional. Like we said, like give opportunities to players that's just about making it to the first team and let them show off what they could do for the first team. But yeah, the next one is this one. We've got this draw that's just happened as well, Anton. The last time we beat Leicester at home, we won the Carabao Cup. What's your opinions on the Carabao Cup in a way? Are you still like interested in it in regards to a competition which is
hey, it's a trophy, it's a trophy, man.
Or should we just cut our losses from it and
again, Foz, it's a trophy, bro. I'll take it just like I would do the Europa League, to be honest.
Yeah.
Play the players on the fringe players.
As
we get further into the competition, play the stronger guys, and then win it. I don't mind.
There's no excuses now for the players, that, Anton. They've got the opportunity now to show their worth, and you could like Klopp always looks for a rest period for the big guns. Now you have got Champions League football, you could actually rest the big guns now, and there's no excuses for that as well. And you could also use the 5 substitutions now as he requested. People listen to Klopp for some reason, and there's no more excuses in regards to players being tired and all that stuff. So that's what I like about things like this. I think we should go full focus for the Premier League. I don't think Man City are as good as people think they are at the moment.
I think they shot themselves in the foot a bit. To be honest,
they should be getting like more like players. That's going to be influential in that team, Anton. Losing the likes of Gundogan and Mahrez is a big step. You know what I mean? It's a big step.
Even the players they've let go, right? Their goals in midfield. I don't know what he's thinking, but you know what? Sometimes you could be so smart, you could be dumb, man. And that could be this time, like in the Champions League final when he played Chelsea and he wouldn't play defensive midfield and he lost that game and he regrets it.
Yeah,
I think this could be one of them ones, man.
Exactly.
It could be one of them ones. He's made it clever, man. But sometimes, obviously, that you're human. You make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes. You're prone to mistakes. So I think this is his mistake, man. I don't think, for me personally, letting it what's his name Gundogan go was crazy. Was mad crazy, mad. But hey, he's replaced him with who? With Kovacic, and he's a decent player, decent on the ball, but he's not a chess player like my guy, like Gundogan.
Intelligence at its best.
Yeah, so
intelligence
clever
at its best, man. Yeah. We're gonna move on, obviously, like we discussed, Anton, to this next. Let's do this. So Jurgen Klopp is doing the press conference today. Obviously, they're going to ask him a lot of questions about, the new signings. And as we're going to discuss as we go along, there's obviously a lot of reports on the new signings and the players that's left. And also about the potential, sale of one of our most influential players, probably the best player that we got, the goal scoring machine. I don't need to mention his name. You all know who he is. They're talking about him going to Saudi Arabia. So let's listen to what Jurgen Klopp is saying, and then we could just discuss it through the actual stream and go from there. And do you think we signed the right players so far, mate? Like in regards to what we need this season, or have we missed a golden opportunity? Getting the likes of Caicedo or someone like that in to bolster our team and make it even that much better.
bro.
Is
What did Kai say,
Gravenberch enough? That's what I'm going to say. Is Gravenberch enough? I know Gravenberch is technically better and all that stuff, and he runs with the ball. He's got pace, power. He's 6'3". You know what I mean? The guy is a powerhouse. You know what I mean? And can we mold him into that defensive midfielder that we need?
I don't think he's a defense. I don't think we'll ever.
He can play 6 up. I'm sure he did for Ajax.
Yes, but he doesn't work hard enough. I don't think he's like he uses initiative playing there. He's reactive when something happens.
Yeah.
You know, good defensive midfielders, they see the danger beforehand.
Yeah.
And I think he's a bit too lackluster for that. If you know what I
But
mean.
you know, Klopp has done it in the past.
He could learn. Like, he's 21. He could learn. He could learn tomorrow. But from what I've seen, even from the Ajax days, if he's played there, he's a bit. He's not proactive. That's the word.
Okay.
He's not proactive. He's not proactive.
Was he more reactive than proactive? Yeah.
If you play him on like with another defensive, a player, a defensive-minded midfielder. Yeah. Yes, with double pivot. Yes, you can play him like that. But playing him alone there, obviously with everyone coming back, it's time to. But
didn't we think the same thing about what's his name, Wijnaldum? Because he was an attacking midfielder before he came to Liverpool.
Wijnaldum is a funny one. He's Wijnaldum's a box-to-box. I've never thought of him as a defensive midfielder. Never thought they thought he was an attacking midfielder. For me, attacking midfielder he could do other than just running. He can make the final pass. He can make the goals. You know what I'm saying? He can make something tick. Wijnaldum wasn't that guy. He was the athlete in the team. He was the athlete in the team.
He had more to his game.
It's from the same place, Suriname and that. But they're different players. They're different players. Way too different players. We'll
discuss them. We'll discuss them as we go along. Yeah. Jason Williams says you never walk alone. Big up, Jason. Doug, never man, what's going on? Yes, Ryan Gravenberch, 38. Yes.
Say his number.
I don't know. I don't know. Who's this? Baku? Who's that?
Oh, Baku. That's the place where Arsenal and Chelsea played ages ago, like in the cup.
Oh, Azerbaijan. Yes. That's it. Azerbaijan.
Yes, thank you.
Big up, Wild Dead Wolf, man. Big up. Bless that Fozzy. You never walk alone. Big up, JK. I haven't promoted this. I want to see like if people just come in. You know what I mean? So something new now. We're trying something new. Let me go to the press conference and we could discuss as Jurgen Klopp goes along what he's saying. Yeah, so let's do this. Please let me know if you can't hear me. Oh, Anton.
I can't hear what he's saying though.
You can't hear Klopp?
No.
There's nothing you could hear, yeah?
Absolutely nothing.
Let me try this whole
lip reading, yes.
1 second. It ain't even me, and is this actually? So you can't hear absolutely nothing, man, yeah?
I can't hear him. I can hear you perfectly,
but not him.
Not him.
I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't know. I fixed it the other day. It was all right. But you heard it before we actually gone live.
I think you heard it before. What did you do before?
Mate, I just done the same thing. I didn't do nothing else.
Can you? I don't know about these things. Can you play things while it's live? We're live now, aren't we?
Yeah, but I did it before. I've always done it. I've always done it.
That's why
I'm a bit confused, like how it's just stopped. Did someone do something?
I'm confused. Emotional damage.
Let me try again, mate. Can you hear it now? Yeah, chat. Let me know if you could hear it. Maybe it's just Anton. Can't help but okay.
I hope it's not just me because I can't hear it, man.
Yeah, hang on. I think I figured it out. Sorry, guys. Sorry. My bad. Maybe it's my bad. Hang on. Let me see. I have to go on Chrome. They said something about Chrome. Yeah.
Technical difficulty, guys.
Yeah, technical difficulty. All right. How about now, Anton? Apologies.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah?
Yes, I can hear him.
You can hear him, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jürgen is.
There you go, people.
Medical
Jürgen,
underway. How
Jürgen.
pleased are you to get him over here, and what role do you see him filling for you?
I'm really sorry to disappoint you, Derek, at the start, but you cannot talk about that because
No.
nothing
Good.
really happened yet. All the decisive stuff has to happen. So it's Friday, right? If something happens, we can talk about it on Sunday.
Okay. If it is to happen, would that be the only arrival on deadline day?
What would it be?
Would it be the only new arrival on deadline day, or are you in the market for other reinforcements?
Whatever. It's deadline day, so I don't want to kill the excitement of the people. You never know. But I'm busy today with other things.
So you should.
Yeah.
With that in mind, then, is Konate fit for the weekend? Obviously, you got Virgil suspended, and back onto transfers. Is centre half the next area that you're looking to strengthen? Could there be a chance that you do it today? Just thinking that obviously Virgil's
If we
fit.
could bring in a centre half for a weekend, we would think about it. No, we can't. Yeah, Ibo, no, will not be ready for the game.
How difficult then, whoever plays, is it to keep Villa quiet? And obviously the way that they've started the season, it looks like they could be a threat for the European spots as
Definitely,
well.
definitely, there will be. So the game against Burnley, we saw now, meanwhile, pretty much all the games.
And what do you think of this Konate business, mate? Like, he's getting injured without even playing football on a regular basis now. It's getting to the point it's become like, beyond ridiculous now. I mean, this kid is soft, man. Like, he's really, really soft. Like,
Bro, normally it's a weird one. It's an actual mad one, actually. He's from African descent, bro.
mm-hmm.
And scientifically, Africans, us Africans will say our bone density is stronger than most other humans, man. True, it's true. That's why you don't see it,
Yeah.
bro. That's why you don't see it in Olympic swimming.
No.
Bone density is more stronger. It's more stronger than others.
Well, the last time I saw
don't
a
know
black
how-
man,
I
the
don't
last
know
time I
how-
saw Anton, the last time I saw a black man swimming, I think it was the Atlanta Olympics. He was drowning.
Everyone was waiting for him. Everyone was waiting for him. Everyone finished. Everyone got,
he was actually drowning.
everyone got dressed. He's still swimming. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand why these men are getting injured like that, man. Especially Keita, who was here before, and my guy. I was thinking, why? What happened? I was like, any African, his African brother's a brother. Why is he injured like that?
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing Konate doing the same thing now. Please, I don't need that, man. But we've been screaming for a centre back for time, though, for some man. I don't know what's going on.
You just
I
heard him.
called
He
that
said,
what we
he said-
wanted, and the guy and his people are still slacking.
He just said that now. No signings coming in. You know what I mean? So people don't.
Publicly, he said,
Yeah.
I need a centre back, left-sided centre back. Everyone
Yep.
knows that. Every
Yep.
Tom, Dick, and Harry. Remember, Edwin used to say that.
Yeah.
Every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Edwin's
knows
a youth worker. He used to look after us back in the day. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Wild Dead Wolf says, hit the like, help the channel. Yes, thank you very much, sir. He also says VVD, Simicaz, Gomez, maybe youth players back for why not? Just for Europa Leagues and League Cup. Why not? You know what I mean? That can be a possibility. I mean, Gravenberch is another Macca, same sort of player. Yeah, 100%. There's the GOAT, Mr. John Conway. Thank you for coming on, brother. Okay, Hawklord.
And Neil.
Liverpool are considering a surprise swoop to sign Sunderland. Dan Neil. Who's that?
Dan Neil.
Before
I don't know
tonight's
this.
transfer deadline, according to reports from Sky sports journalist.
Is he a captain?
Downey. I have no
If he's
idea.
the captain, we'll take him.
If he's a leader, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Need leaders, bro.
Phillips says can't hear what Klopp's saying, but both you guys I can. Okay, it's all sorted now. Yeah, just get busy in the chat, people. Like we're back. We're back to normality. So we're going to go back. Obviously, we discussed Ibrahim Konate. We discussed the Europa League. We discussed the League Cup as well. So we're just going to listen to what Klopp is saying. So far, he said something along the lines, there's no centre-back coming in, but you never know. That could be a smoke screen. You never know. You never know. We are desperate for a centre-back. If Nat Phillips is gone, there's someone has to come in return. They must have something in plan. They're not that thick.
But I watched it when it happened. And it was good, to be honest. But Aston Villa is a machine, counter-attack, good organized. Everybody committed 100%. When they defend deep, then they defend deep with all. From there they go. I think everybody agrees when you look at Villa players they brought in, it makes massively sense. Have speed on the wings. Watkins up front. McGinn, super smart, physical as well, but then really looking for these balls in behind and these kind of things. So it is a massive game, no doubt about it. And we have to play a top game to get something out of it, and we need Anfield as well. So that's what we have to make sure. I know that always depends on the way we play, a little bit at least, and we have to do our part, but I know the people are ready to do their part, especially after last weekend, and after that is international break, so we could make a good start into, or turn it into a really good start into the season, result-wise, but yeah, a massive 115 minutes in between. No, and then.
And sorry to ask once again, but just to check,
Anton,
has there been any offer at all for Mo Salah?
Yeah, it was.
I take it your position.
I don't know what's happened there. Yeah, what do you think of Aston Villa, bro? Like in regards to last season, they destroyed our actual Champions League, ambitions, whatever that was left of it.
No, we destroyed our
We reacted too late, as we always do. I mean, like 10 games left, all of a sudden we're awake. I mean, the Undertaker's walking. Why couldn't you do? Why couldn't you do that before that? I mean, then you could actually have an easy run to go to the Champions League. We ain't gonna see this terrible Champions League draws that we're getting late. Yeah. I'm not trying to brag about our own team, but that's a terrible Champions League. There's no competition for City, mate. I'm looking at it. The group they got is the easiest group you can get.
Real Madrid ain't even seeded, are they?
Oh my goodness gracious me, man!
Wow.
Who's gonna beat City, Anton, in this damn Champions League? Nobody.
They've cocked it again.
Yeah, they got it. They've got that lock they've been looking for
only,
years. Liverpool's the only team stopping them.
The only team beating City is City.
Yeah.
It's themselves.
Well, the only team that tried to stop them all these years, and all these pathetic other teams in the Premier League have been trying to screw us over. I mean, it's crazy. You know what someone said the other day? I was watching this channel called Kopish. It's a great channel, Antonio. They were talking about... if you look at Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, and Man City, they sell to each other. The only team that's an outcast is Liverpool Football Club. And I said, I said, you guys finally woke up. I've been trying to tell you this for how long? I mean,
it's true.
Because we don't buy any players from them, but they buy players from each other.
No,
have you noticed? It's crazy, bro. It is absolutely
on the side under the table ones. Yeah, go to that team. Yeah. Sort them out.
Now look at that Palmer kid that is going to Chelsea. What is that all about? He's a potential. Why is he going across like that?
He looks like a good player, man.
And then you see like Jorginho and all them go to Arsenal from Chelsea, like to help them win the Premier League. I mean, that's your London rivals. Why are you helping them?
Exactly.
It's like us trying to help Everton win a league. It's never going to happen. Or Man United. It's never going to happen.
Wow. Who owns them, Fuzzy? What was he talking about earlier?
Arabs again. Arabs, all the same people. Chelsea, Arabs, Arsenal, sponsored by Arabs. All Arabs, man. Every one of those clubs.
Yep.
But we're the only one that's getting targeted. You know what I mean? For players and everything else. Because we're the only club that's not owned by Arabs. I said this to you guys already, man. Wake up, man. Nobody likes Liverpool.
Now, for them Arsenal fans out there, listen, what's the name of your stadium, please? I know you got the cronky guys, but hey, You supplying them peas, bro.
Americans are rich, but they're not wealthy, man. They're not
like them guys, bro. They're not like them Emirates guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll make $1 million as we're speaking now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only 34 minutes gone. They already made $1 million. Let's get back to the press conference.
As yet, and I take it that your position, the club's position, remains the same. I take it just to check. Has there been any offer?
But yeah, massive 115 minutes in between now and then.
I'm sorry to ask once again, but just to check, has there been any offer at all for Mo Salah as yet? And I take it that your position, the club's position, remains the same as regards if an offer were to come in.
So the position remains the same. Absolutely, no doubt about that. We cannot. That's how it is. But
such a nice tracksuit.
Yeah,
I'll get it when I get there, man.
No offer.
Got the hat already, though.
That I know, but that doesn't mean a lot, to be honest.
You know, like, isn't this the most deluded thing that's ever been done? Like, you know, we've got our best player. We're gonna discuss him later anyway. And the team comes in for him on the final day of the transfer window. Don't people realize how disrespectful that is? That is disrespect at its best. So they don't even give us time to even replace him at all.
I think that, listen, you know what? Like I said, Arab owning that. I'm sorry. All Arab owns people. They got the Saudis back there. We're trying to get the players. They're setting up, man. Why wouldn't they dismantle all the players? Why wouldn't they take all the players? The other day it was Kanate they wanted.
Kanate, Matip, Alisson. I mean, and I was thinking to myself, well, De Bruyne is about 33. Go and get De Bruyne. You know what I mean? Go and get the players from Man City. But they're not going to do that because, you know, they don't want to destroy their club.
Do that. Why do they keep disrupting us? Why? I don't understand it.
Liverpool's the biggest threat to everyone, bro. We've always been, even in our shitty days, we've always been the most threatening team.
We're a threat to them, man. Honestly,
nobody wants successful Liverpool, bro. And I keep telling our fan base that wake up to reality. Stop falling for these traps by these Man United fans that set you on other channels and things like that. We are the biggest team. People don't want us to be successful again. They'll do it by any means necessary. Like we just alluded to earlier. These teams are selling players to each other, but there's only one team they don't sell to. This team, this team here, that team. But let's get back to it.
Back Thiago and Curtis Jones.
Yeah, Curtis is back in training fully.
Yes.
Thiago not. Thiago had a little setback. Started training with the team and had a little setback, so we have to slow down there a little bit. It's not cool for him. It's not cool for us, but it's how it is. And yeah.
But the best thing about Thiago not playing, Anton, is we don't have to rush him now. You know what I mean? We can get him fully fit now. Yeah, we don't have to rush him back and then he gets injured again, breaks down again, and things like that. So that's good.
Thiago will use the international break for that.
It's only 15 minutes, guys. So don't go anywhere.
Up to speed, I'm pretty sure that should be hopefully enough for him then, and all the rest. Until now, all the rest is available.
What impact of last week's game what has it had on Darwin? Because I guess strikers obviously thrive on confidence. What impact has that had on him?
Yeah, massive. That's clear. That's what he wants, what we want. That's exactly how it should have been. Being a massive threat, you could of course see it the next day, but everybody could feel it. This game was massive. It was, and the way it happened, all these kind of things, it looked for a while, for 10, 20 minutes, like everything goes against us, not destiny, we had our hand in that, but how the boys fought out of that was pretty impressive, and so now we should try to do that.
Anton, we discussed Darwin Nunez. We had a special episode, me and you, coaching. We were just talking about in general how we coach players and how we played and all that stuff. I remember the goals he scored against Newcastle the other day. I'm sure you did as well.
Yeah.
What did you think of that kind of finishing he did, compared to the last season Darwin Nunez that was missing the target? Mm-hmm.
Last season, I think because of the fee he's come for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coming in the new league, he's so eager to impress. You know, the place, the club is beautifully run, beautiful fans. Obviously, the first thing he's thinking of, oh shit, I'm coming for like 80, 90 million plus. Obviously, they want me to score a goal, a hat trick in my first game, and you know what I mean, be top scorer.
Yeah.
So I think the pressure was on him now, and I think they've just said to him, "Bro, you need to just calm down." And they've all listened to him.
Yeah.
And he listens to them. He's gone to Bielsa.
Yeah. I've heard about this. Bielsa, yeah.
to
Bielsa had an
Bielsa,
influence.
Bielsa,
Yeah.
Bielsa spoke to him, and Bielsa's a tactician. A lot of English people go crazy and say, "Wow, who's this Bielsa? He's nothing." Rah, 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 rah. But this guy is like another one on the leading minds. He's not. I know he's a bit crazy with Leeds, but his books and things like that on tactics. Pro is almost second to none, really. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look at all the best managers in the world right now. Klopp and Pep Guardiola talk highly of him as well. You know? Even Pep said he learned a lot from this guy.
Bro,
So.
Pep went to him one time, and it was there for 12 hours talking about football, and he forgot the hours he was there for. They were talking so much, and I think he's got autism, you know. So obviously, you know them. These people, they're precise on everything. You know, really. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mistakes they make, but they're precise kind of thing. If you think you love something, there's no love like these people, man. So he loves the game. He knows, you know,
we know him, Anton. Like we watched him when he was at Spain back in the day. We remember
they spoke
him,
to my man. They spoke to Darwin and said, "Look, this is what you need to do," and he's sticking to it. It looks
it's
like
the composure, Anton. What people don't understand, like compared to last season, he was lashing at those chances. He was missing the target. I think he was hitting the corner flag. Sometimes going out for a throw in. But now, like when you look at Darwin Nunez in pre-season and the start of the season, when he's through on goal, he makes sure he hits that side netting, even if it's gonna hit the post and roll around the side netting. That is an impressive, finishing technique.
He wants that side netting.
Oh,
he wants that side netting. Even Henry said it. Even Henry said something. He said, with him, I can see he's just trying to impress.
Yeah.
All he's trying to do is trying to impress. When he just be calm.
Yeah.
Take this time, breathe, and it will come.
He's got everything. Anton, he could be a force, mate.
He could be a force, man. He's got potential. He's only 24.
Yeah.
But he's got certain ingredients in him that it can make him go onto like bigger things.
You know what he reminds me of, Anton? He reminds me of a bit of like Ian Wright. I remember when we was younger, we saw Ian Wright come into the Palace team, and he elevated to a different player because like they're similar in a kind of way. Ian Wright and Darwin Nunez. People asking why. They're similar in a way. They started late in football, in professional football. Obviously, they played Sunday leagues or whatever it is. But in regards to professional football, it's different kind of levels. So it will take them time to elevate. You know what I mean? Into the players that everybody expects.
The trajectory will be different from someone who's played from early, who's been pro from
so
early.
if you look at Ian Wright, people, he was a great striker for Arsenal. But he started off slow at Palace. Then he elevated to one of the best strikers in Palace,
and he went on and look back and see him now. So he's got a lot of potential. A lot of people obviously know the game really well. They all said there's a lot of potential with him. I'm like, where is it?
I think Angelotti, they asked Angelotti this question. I remember like a year ago, I think, or something like that, before he even came to Liverpool. Which players, they asked the top managers in the world, which players are going to be the next crop that's going to be impressive in the next few seasons? And he said Darwin Nunez. Even Angelotti is saying that he has high hopes for the likes of Darwin Nunez. So it clearly shows, Anton, like the guy's got a ceiling there. Yeah. You don't get the number 9 shirt for no reason, people. No. Like Klopp said, he reminds him of Lewandowski. When he got Lewandowski, he was just number 7, like a skinny kid that just came into the team from Poland, and now look what he became. He should have been Ballon d'Or.
Right now, I feel like personally, I think it could be a new Inzaghi.
Oh,
personally,
you know what? You described him well. You described him
personally.
Very well.
Let me tell you why, right? Because Inzaghi, he was one of the best strikers at the time, especially when Italian football was like crazy hard for strikers to score. His movement was crazy. Even I remember the defenders talking about him. His movement was crazy. He wasn't the best finisher. But his movement
scuffs it. Always scuffs it. He always scuffs it. Yeah.
Listen, if he could finish, he would be the best striker that has ever lived because his move, it was always constantly moving. Yeah. Constantly moving. Even at the age of at 33, They were like, "Why are you moving still?" Like he was a 12-year-old. Remember when he used to score? He's like, like he's still like act mad. Like normally people score, they go crazy, but they wouldn't shake their body like around like he used to do, like ecstatically. That was I find that
he wasn't the easy on the eye, Anton, but
no, he wasn't.
He was effective.
Remember,
he was effective for what he does.
Remember when Juventus played Bayern Munich, right? Juventus played Barcelona, sorry, in the young Camper tournament. That tournament that Barcelona hold at the new camp.
Oh, the old ones,
The friendly, right?
Yeah.
They played. Juventus played Barcelona. My man, he had bare chances, but he scored the goal of the game, volley top corner. But it's crazy. The two 1-on-1s.
Look at that.
We had a volley. The volley was so crazy for us. He was like, wow. He scored. You're like, wow. And he was still. Well, if you go back and watch it, you just see he's like going crazy. Like when he scored.
Prime example is the Champions League final 07 with Liverpool. The goals he scored. It's just typical Inzaghi. Scuffs it, but it goes in somehow, somewhere past Reina. I mean, that's how it is. But
technically, that's what I'm saying. Because technically, he wasn't the greatest, and I'm seeing that with Darwin. He's mad fast. He's mad strong,
man.
In the air.
Quick,
but
mate.
Technically,
Lightning.
no, he's not there. But there's something there, if you know what I mean. And that's what I see with him.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah. Hawklord says central midfield. I think he's 21. He's talking about that. Was it Dan Neil from Sunderland? Yeah, from Sunderland. So this is the player.
Another centre midfielder. Okay, listen, I'm not complaining.
we need
a centre back.
GG says.
You can hear us, FSG.
We need all the help we can get. GG says, good afternoon, guys. I've got
every man knows we need a centre back now. Even a pub lout.
It's bad.
Someone who lives inside the pub.
It's bad. Please, people, smash the like button. Yeah, please smash the like. Let's get trending. Let's get it trending. GG says, good afternoon, guys. Big up, GG, man. Regulars, man. I love these guys. Wild Belt Wolf, GG, JK. You know, John Conway, Philip, they always help us out, man. Much appreciated for coming on, guys. He says, good afternoon, guys. I've got a nervous breakdown as the clock is ticking towards deadline. And I will be doing deadline day today. It starts at 8 people, so please come and tune in. I'm going to have some people coming on as well. There's no talk of centre-back. Well, Klopp just said it in his press conference, GG, that they might not even get a centre-back, which is kind of weird because they're getting rid of Phillips. He's already gone and loaned at Celtic for till January, so we do need a centre back no matter what they say. But yeah, get the comments busy, people. We'll go back to the press conference
with 11 players. That would be helpful.
Yeah, and overall, without knowing what's going to happen today on deadline day, how would you assess the business with the incomings that you've had and the balance of the squad right now that you have now?
Yeah. Look, it's like that. We pretty much have to reinvent the team. We have to. The midfield is now already and will be completely new. Over the last few years, we had to do the same with our front line. The most stable area is obviously the last line, but now not because with the injuries and the suspensions. But and we had to do that in a season where we didn't qualify for last year we qualified for the Champions League, but this year we didn't, which has a massive impact. That's how it is, and I know people expect it to be different, but it's how it is, and so I really think.
Anton, you know, like the midfield that we got right now, mate. Like, what do you think of it? Like, it's a big surgery into that midfield. It's a different midfield that we're used to. You know what I mean? Like the whole midfield has been ripped apart. New ones are coming in, but these new ones, they all got technical ability compared to the players that we had in the past who are runners. You know what I mean? They just run and that is it.
Athletes. Athletes.
There was no technical ability. There was no creativity coming from there. There was no goals coming from there. They were just helping out the defense and the attack. Get the ball from the defense to the attack. If you need to defend, we defend with the defenders so we can see less goals. That's how it was. But now we've got a bit of both. I mean, you look at Soboslai, runs up and down that pitch. You look at McAllister, runs up and down that pitch. You look at this boy's coming in, he runs up and down that pitch. And you look at Endu as well. Not many people know about him, but he's an athlete as well. And like I said, the last 2 days, he's more of a replacement for Milner than the likes of Henderson and Fabinho. Because if you look at him, he's similar player to Milner. He can play in every position.
Team profile.
Yeah. So
And he can
what
play
do you think
centre back
of?
as well.
Yeah. What do you think of our midfield right now, Anton? Doesn't it remind you of the Dortmund that he used to have before, compared to this
They're
Liverpool
more
team that's just
technical.
gone?
They're
Yeah.
more not only can they run, they're technical as well. That's what was missing after he won the Champions League. After he won the Champions League final,
Yeah.
that's what we should have got, these kind of players to push on.
Yeah.
Because what teams were doing to stop us, they were doing, okay, do you know what? We'll just do low block, play boring, and then counter attack.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. And we needed someone who can pull something from the hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't have that in the team. I was
Yeah.
screaming for a player like that for ages, man. Ages. We've got it now. So now, I don't think we should have a problem now. When we've got people that are athletes as well as not just athletes, they can pull something out of the hat, something different.
You know, like what I will enjoy about this team, Anton, is like we could go to the Ittihad and Emirates and Old Trafford and places like that and control games. There's no more like we wait for them to attack and then we try to defend, and if they get past us, it's a goal or it's not a goal. You know what I mean? Now we could go to those places and control games better, because, like I said, City. I'm looking at their team. They were lucky to beat Sheffield United the other day. People, like, they scored in the last few minutes, so. They're not, like sometimes it's like when you eat food, like you're too stuffed. That's what they are at the moment. Those players, they tasted the Champions League wins. Are they going to be hungry enough to go again? Because sometimes that actually, the appetite isn't there anymore. So they should be smashing teams right now, Anton. For the season they had, the treble within season. This season you expect them to blow teams out.
Yeah, it could be, or just because the unknown, innit? Even though they've played them in the FA Cup. Sheffield United is down there in the Premier League. They got nothing to lose, kind of thing. You know what I mean? They could have that element of what the one's there for us.
Yeah.
It could have been that element, that it's new thing, new day. Come just play. We've got nothing to lose. They're the best. They got the treble. We ain't gonna lay down and die. We're gonna just come and fight to the end. But that's what you gotta give. You gotta give it to them as well.
Yeah. They're the home team at the end of the day.
It's true.
Yeah. Let's get back to the.
I think we did good business. The players we brought in are really good. Will help the team. Will even get better. And I think, especially for Maka and Dom, everybody could see that already. For Endo, it's a massive step, massive change in the way he used to play and the way we play. So that needs obviously a bit of time to get there, but it's no problem. And so I really like the team. Not to say I love the team. When I look at it before we start a game, and you look at the lineup and you look at the option on the bench where the last week's now a bit young, but even that is great. I think everybody loves it when Dog is coming on and when he's having his minutes in these kind of games. All the boys, Stefan is back in full training. Yes, we got younger, but we had to. We are less experienced, but that's normal. But we are full of desire, and that's I love this team.
Wow, I like that. I like that. Like when he said, "I love this team," it shows that he's here to win. He's not here, like just to compete this season as well. And he said that he had a meeting with the players before the preseason, and he discussed with them like what's the ambitions for the season. And he said everybody's ready. They're ready to go again. And this time, with getting quality players in the team, Anton, anything's possible. You know what I mean? Like we just discussed a few minutes ago. I'm impressed with the team that we got. Yes, we didn't get the player in defensive midfield that we wanted, but a lot of people are criticizing Endu the way he's been performing in the last 2 games with 10 men, which I don't understand. It's not his fault he's playing with 10 men, is it? So let's see. Like they said the same thing about Gakpo. I remember when he came in. Remember, Anton, like they were talking about Gakpo, like he's not good enough, man. He's not doing nothing. And then all of a sudden they did switched around and saying like Gakpo is the best striker we got. He should play every game and all that stuff. So leave Endu alone. Let him. Get used to the actual Premier League. Let him get used to the team, and eventually, I'm 100% convinced he'll be better than like the way you'd be talking better about him than you're doing now. So just take it easy. Do you know anything about Endu other than like what we see?
Endo, Not really. I did watch him in the last World Cup because I always like watching players.
yeah.
And I thought he was okay. Retrieved the ball and he played it simple. But when he used to play balls over the top, if he played extravagant balls, I felt like he lost it then.
Yeah.
When he kept it simple, tackled, kept it simple.
Yeah.
That's his best. That's what he's best. But when he does something else, because he's not the best passer. To be honest, to be frank with you, it's the only problem.
You know,
he does try. I can't look for trying.
That's what I'm gonna like about this team. You know, like the issue we had with the previous team is their passing ability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every pass they were making was intercepted, and then it leads to a counter attack, a goal or not a goal. You know, a chance for the other team. But with this one, a lot of people are asking why haven't we got enough defensive midfielders? But if you got a lot of technical players that can keep the ball for the 90 minutes, you know what I mean, of the game. Well, not the whole 90 minutes, 90 minutes. That's how the game. In general is they could they could keep the ball for half of that or quarter of that, then it's not going to be that bad because there's not going to be a lot of attack going towards us, is it, Anton?
Yeah, true.
So you got to think about it that way. I don't know why people are like jumping on the bandwagon. These players are not good enough. Just give them a chance. The manager's happy with them. The manager said he's loving it. So you live by the sword, you die by the sword at the end of the day. So let's just trust the manager. Yeah.
And obviously, in a different scenario, you'd have Virgil van Dijk available, but he's not because of the red card. It does, however, give an opportunity, if selected and if he's fit to play, for Trent to captain the side, presumably. So a proud moment for him because I don't think he's actually ever captained Liverpool at Anfield before.
Oh, that's been so nice.
Did he have it? Did it? Oh, he did it last week, you mean? Yeah, for me it's a bit difficult to think myself in that situation. I was captain for a long time, not at a club like Liverpool, but it was more work than honor, to be honest, as far as I remember it. But probably it would be a massive honor for him. But thank God he could practice it a little bit last week, so he might not be. He's used to the different weight on the left arm, I think. So yeah, that's it. Could happen, and if it happens, he's ready for it, I'm sure.
How impressed were you with him last week, the way he kind of navigated his way through the game after that difficult start?
Yeah, super. I think a lot of people would have thought, and I thought as well for a minute or two, do we have to change him? Do we have to make that change already? And I'm very happy that I didn't do it, and I'm even more happy that how Trent got through this game, because it is difficult. I think we all agree that everybody in the stadium, besides the Liverpool fans, wanted him to go off as well, like in the next situation, and pretty sure it would have happened if Trent would have given anybody the chance to do so. So yeah, that was a big step in his development, absolutely, to keep his calm, to
Anton, what do you think of, like, hang on, let me just read the comments first. What did Wolf says, hasn't Palmer got a 50% sell on clause? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Yeah, Man City don't get rid of players that easily, man.
50%.
Yeah, it's crazy, mate. It's crazy, man. P Green, lovely, like the blue LFC top. Oh, yeah. Why? I hate blue. Yeah, Gravenberch will wear the number 38 shirt, like you said, Anton. There, Hawkload said that. Yeah, so yeah, we have to wait and see. Innit? We have to wait and see.
What meaning?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, with Trent, Anton, like he's 24 right now. He's going to be 25 soon. Can he improve in defense? You know what I mean? Like, what? Or do we have to get a right back? Because the way Klopp is talking about him, he would have taken him off in that last game, because obviously a lot of Liverpool fans were asking for it.
The fouls and all that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially the second foul.
I've accepted that he can't defend. You know what I mean? I've realised, like, although he looks like he's running quick, he ain't that quick. You know what I'm saying, Anton? Like, we've seen that. When we used to play, you can see players when they're running, they look quick, but they're not that quick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's got big strides in it. That's what it is.
But he's not in that quick. So at this age, Anton, what can we do with him? Because, you know, like, the excuses are running out. You know, like we were saying, Henderson used to help him out. Henderson run himself to the ground. Henderson ain't the same player anymore, etc. He's gone now. Got Soboslai, who's got full of energy. He's 22. He's backing him on that right side. He's running up and down that pitch. You got McAllister as well, doing the same thing. 24 years old, running up and down that pitch. So the excuses have run out. You know, like he hasn't got the players around him that could perform with him in his position. So. How much more can we take of this? Because, you know, like I think they stopped him going inverted now. I'm sure the Newcastle game, I haven't seen him going inverted. So now all he has to do is defend on his side, and he's struggling. So do we have to get another right back, or is Joe Gomez enough and Endu is enough? You know, to
Fast, I'm not 12th man, man. Not 12th man about Gomez, please. Gomez. Well, yes, we need another right back, bro. I can't rely on Gomez. I can't rely on Gomez. There's no way I can rely on Gomez. And Trent, for me, next thing for him. Yeah, I don't think you can teach an old dog new tricks. He's 24. I know he's still young and that, but he's been playing his position too long, and defending is not his thing. So I think it might be when Salah goes, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, we put him on the right. On the right wing, to be honest.
They're far away from everybody else.
And we've got a sturdy right back who can overlap there, so he can come in and do his magic, man. I can see him linking up with Darwin really very well, man.
You know, at this age, Anton, can he learn anything anymore? Like 24 is a big age.
Every day. You learn a new thing every day.
Because we're talking about the same thing, like when he first started. Like we're still talking about the same thing, man. It's getting boring now. Like I'm bored of it. I mean, like, come on, bro. You're 24. You're like vice captain. Surely to God, like, you should know how to defend right
Ozzy,
now.
I was telling someone today, right? You know, I didn't tell you that we're friends with Trent's cousin, isn't it?
Yeah.
His cousin is from London.
Yeah.
If you look at him first, you think, oh my days, that's him. If you saw him out of the blue and he was walking with me, he goes, that's Trent's cousin. Isn't it? He looks so much like him. So much like him. He hates football. It was only like a couple of years ago. One time he said, "Oh, my cousin's playing," that randomly. But he's known us for about 20 years, 25 years. And then he's like, "Who's your cousin?" He goes, "Yeah, Trent's my cousin." I'm like, what? You know we support Liverpool, and the only guy he's saying that. Yeah, but watching Voss. I don't like football. I don't like football. I don't like football. So I didn't go to his wedding. Mervyn went. Mervyn and Grant went.
Yeah.
Mervyn said to him, Trent, man, why go on for the defending, bro? You know, Mervyn will say things like that.
I know. That's what I wanted.
I was crying, man. I was crying. Why go on for the defending? And I think Trent had a little, like a smirk. Yeah. Oh, he was, but not embarrassed me, but kind of thing like, because Mervyn's an older man. There's nothing really can really do. He's at his cousin's wedding. He can't really say too much, but Mervyn would have said that to him if he was on the street. Mervyn's real like that.
He loves Liverpool, isn't
so he's defending. That's go back. It's just defending. He's a bit woeful, man, and he's not the best defender. He's not the worst defender. We've seen worse defenders than him.
It's just paying attention, isn't it? Like it just doesn't.
Yes, the alertness, man.
There's no alertness in his head, man. It's the way he runs is what, like, I'm thinking to myself, bro, like, I'm not even we're good defenders, even though we're flair players back in the day, Anton, but we can defend. I don't like people going past me, same as you. But you put yourself in an angle that the guy, you know where he's gonna go. You know what I mean?
You can see where he's
going. Put him in the wrong foot. So once he gets to that wrong foot, he will lose the ball.
It's eye on the ball, eye on the player, eye on the ball, eye on the player, eye on the ball. It's you got, you know what I mean? It feels like there's a lot of eyes on the ball, especially that goal against Chelsea. God. Do you not want to get Chelsea? That was so annoying, man.
It's just
I know
the
they
same
had the most chances, but it was so annoying. Why didn't he? All he had to do is just look at his defense, push up. It would have been offside, but he played them on. He was so lazy.
You just hit the nail on the head there. The most frustrating thing with him is, like, I see him sometimes behind the centre backs, Anton. You're the right back. How can you be behind the centre backs?
He's watching the game like he's watching on TV. He's there. He's there still. He's there.
Good, man.
And he's
Guys,
doing that.
We're talking about the same thing season in, season out. Go and look at past videos what we did. We're talking about the same thing, man. These are millionaires, man. They should know how to defend, man. Defense, even if you're an attacker, is the first point of your actual game. defending, and he can't even do that, man. Bring Ian Rush back, man. Put him at right back.
Bring Mane back. Mane play right back.
Oh, I miss Mane so much.
Mane was
man.
the best.
The influencer, mate.
That was one of the best things that I heard.
Did you see
Gary
that?
ever say? He
Go
goes,
on.
to be honest, Mane's one of the best defenders in the league, and they were looking at him like, what, he's a forward. No, he's the way he defends from the front. He's like a defender who's accomplished defender.
Yeah.
He's always running onto them. It doesn't give him a chance to sniff.
What people need to understand is look at the drop off since Mane. The day Mane started at Liverpool, when he played in that right wing, and the day he left the defensive side of things. Look at the drop off. He's the first point of defense. He goes towards the ball to stop them passing the ball. We don't even do that anymore now. Now you could see it on the pitch. This is what this guy was bringing to us. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. They don't understand how much of an influence he is. Look at the drop off since Mane has left, people. With Mane, we was up there. Even the season with him, his first season, we didn't qualify for the Champions League the season before that. He came in, we elevated to a next level, and he was in the right wing, scoring about 12, 13 goals that season.
Remember that goal against Arsenal when he played on the right wing?
And Spurs, and the Spurs goal.
For me, the best for me is the one against Arsenal in Emirates when he.
The one with the black shirt,
with the black shirt, with the little
and he jumped on pops back afterwards.
Bro. Bro, honestly, with the left foot.
Coutinho scores that free kick as well. Yeah.
Because it was him. Coutinho's got a free kick and he went right at the top corner. That was a game, man. And
Lallana done that little tap in as well. Man. That was the rebuild time. That was the team that was getting.
He was annoying, Mane, but I loved him. He's the same with Salah. They both annoy me, but they do things that. But sometimes,
but people need to look at the drop off, Anton. Since Mane is left, like the day he came in that team, like you just said, that was his first season when he wore that black shirt. To now, like it's a massive drop off. The influence that guy had in the team with his humbleness, hard working and grit and all that stuff, it's missed, man. It's really, really missed.
Oh, come on, I loved it, man.
I love Diaz, but Diaz doesn't offer me that.
Nothing like my man. Nothing like nothing like he's more skillful, more
flair. The South American flair. Yeah,
the heart is nothing like Mane. Nothing like Mane. Nothing.
It's like when we was kids in it, Anton, with Ronnie Whelan, a lot of people used to complain about him. Remember? They were saying, what does he do? He's not even good enough. As soon as he gets out of the team, you know what he does. You know what I mean? He used to do a little tackle, step on people's toes, you know what I mean? Lead the team that way. And, that was missed. That's why I keep telling people, be careful what you wish for. A lot of people wanted one of them out. And I told them, they say, what does he do in the pitch? Well, now you know what he does on the pitch. He's available.
He didn't get a lot of goals.
He's available 24/7.
He didn't have a lot of goals. He didn't get a lot of assists. But my man was present. He was present. How many games he missed? 4
None,
games?
Man. I can't remember him getting injured.
I think it was 4 games of illness. I think it was illness.
Illness or something like that, yeah. Not injuries.
It was illness.
Look at the possession he kept. Look at the way he retained the ball. Look at the way he ran up and down that left side with Van Dijk, Mane, and that relationship, the triangle relationship, man. It's just that everybody has a relationship on the pitch. That's what we're missing at the moment. We need to get that back. We need to get that relationship back.
I blame FSG and Klopp with this one. After the Champions League,
Klopp has to get
Champions League. It should have been.
Klopp.
Look, we got money for you. Klopp, let's do it. You know what I mean? Get the same kind of players. Because what we done, we ran everyone into the ground. All the midfield, we ran them into the ground.
Anton, what point of last season did you realize, like, fuck, sorry about the language, we're effed here, man. Like, I think we need some signings. I realized that maybe say about 7-8 games to the season. That's when I started saying, oh damn, I don't think we're gonna come back from
before
this.
The game of the season started, because that game.
No, because I had that, because of the quad the season before. That's why, give them a chance next season, and then we buy these young players like that season when we bought Seth Vandenberg, Harvey.
That was on the Champions League.
Yeah, we did that again that season, like with the likes of Carvalho and all these players that's not going to play a lot, and then you realize there's something not right here, man. Like, I can't believe the ownership and the manager didn't realize, damn, we fucked up here. You know what I mean? I think we need to start looking for players.
Ownership and the management, it goes hand to hand. They're married, man. It's them two, man. I'm sorry, because for me, you're playing Gegenpress, right? Mm-hmm. That's a lot of running, especially for the midfield.
It'd be good for a person like me, because I'm an athlete, innit?
So it's got to be running. If you don't only running, okay, How long are these guys going to run for? Okay, they won it this year. They've done something this year. I could done something next year.
Yeah.
This can't go on. It can't sustain itself without the backup.
A rest and a backup, yeah. And a good rest.
Can you imagine if
rest,
look at it this way, Foss.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Fabinho.
Yeah.
Look at Fabinho when he first come.
Yeah.
Second season when he came. People were like, you know what? This guy is one of the best defensive midfielders in the world.
Yeah.
You can actually say he's world class.
Yeah.
Actually say that. But after time, you can see he's running out of the petrol, man.
Mm-hmm.
Energy is gone because it's not recuperated because he's not got no rest. You're bringing him, rinsing him into the ground. Same thing with Thiago.
Yeah.
Especially that's a player like him who's so flimsy. You can't do it. You can't afford to do that. Yeah. You needed replenish this, man. We need to. Yeah. We needed more players, but these guys, I don't know how they just be humble. We don't need players. We know how tight you are, so we're not even going to go to you, kind of thing.
I don't get it. You know what I mean? A team that wants to compete, you know, for titles, like acts like this. I just can't believe it, man. It's like you said, it's the reaction. Like we're not proactive. We're always reacting to things, and it shouldn't be like that. Like you should be way ahead of these teams. Like in regards to that's how it was. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, we just dropped again.
Look at the model Man City.
But Liverpool.
The model Man City, they're still going.
They're still going. I mean,
recuperating.
You look at Man City. You know, a lot of people. We talk about the money they spent, all that stuff. But if you look at their squads, Anton, it ain't that big. It ain't that big. It's just the first 11 and a backup. That's it.
It's just enough. One for each man, just enough.
It's crazy, man. But
Chelsea got five players for each man in the squad, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, good luck to Chelsea.
Of 5. I'm jealous, really.
Me too.
Even to step up in the game because he was really in it. He was super important defending in the defensive part before the first goal. It's not now the most. That's not a pass everybody will remember forever, but it was a sensational pass through the lines. Diogo, Mo, Bam in behind, these kind of things, or Mo Diogo. So it was like this. So, yeah. How I said, we learned already a lot this season. We will learn more, but we have to use as well already what we've learned so far.
Just to go back to the midfield question, just wondering if you could evaluate how the dynamic and the skill set has changed with the midfield you have now compared to the midfield you have.
There you go. It's talking about.
We will see that. That's so natural skill set. I think is obvious, but we had to replace and to change the most successful midfield in the young history of this club. So, Fabinho, Henderson, Milner.
I said it just then.
Gini Wijnaldum a few years ago.
What is that?
He said it just then. We need to replenish. Why didn't he do it a long time ago after the Champions League? You should have got another guy, another Wijnaldum. You should have got another Henderson.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, why waste time? Why waste time and things like that, man? Guys, I'm going to read the comments when we go to the actual next segment, which is that transfer. So don't worry, I'll get to the comments. Let's just listen to Klopp and Anton what he's saying. Yeah, it's too late, too little, too late. You know what I mean? Too little, too late.
And all had big parts in that, like Naby, Oxley, they all played big parts in that midfield, and.
In the changing
room,
our
best periods, I remember that here you faced, or you asked me the question if we are enough of a goal threat from this midfield. When we scored all the goals from the front line, I think we have much more goal threat in midfield now. That's definitely the case. But the work rate these guys put in, the stability they gave us, that was second to none, and that what we have to create as well. Definitely, we will see how we do that because. We can play different systems. We have to think about that during the season, definitely. But we are still early in the season, and we have to find into the season. And you do that not with 12 changes in 4 days. You do that with keeping things like they are, and going from there. And that's what we do in the moment. But we will keep our eyes open. What is the best for the specific lineup, and then we will adapt. So, but I think it's clear we have. The players we brought in have real quality and young and and in a super way, really excited about the opportunity of being here. So that's a cool mix.
You know, I like the age range of our team people. Like, if you
Yeah.
look at our age range, right, it's about 23 and underneath, so it's good. Like, Gravenberch is only 21, so he's got a high ceiling. At one point, they were saying like he's better than Bellingham and players like that. Like at one stage,
Yeah, he was. He was at one point. He was. He was one of the wonder kids.
Yeah.
Like the world wonder kids. He was. He was part of that. There was about 50 of them at one time when he was one of them.
Yeah,
Gravenberch,
he's
so-
gonna, but with Klopp's like tutelage and the Pep Linders, the fellow Dutchman, and all these guys, he can reach that ceiling again, like the ceiling he's supposed to
The
be in. That's
potential's
what I
there.
mean. Yeah, it's
Potential's
gonna be
there. Potential's there.
Let's finish this off, man. We've only got a couple of minutes to go.
So, Mark, Alexander Cheffrey said yesterday that he doesn't feel the Saudi League is a threat to the big.
Sorry, who said that?
Alexander Cheffrey. You went
Oh,
with.
that's our president.
Yeah, he doesn't think that the Saudi League is a threat to the big clubs of Europe because he said Mbappe and Haaland don't dream of playing in Saudi Arabia. Your club has
And
been
then they can play alone here. Oh, cool.
But your club has been more unsettled than most this summer by Saudi because you've let the two players go. You've had interest in Alisson and Mo. Do you think Cheffrin's right, or do you think you're going to have to be prepared for this to happen in January, to happen next summer, in terms of these clubs being looking at your better players?
I don't know 100% yet, to be honest. But I don't think the Mbappe and Haaland example is a really good one. If you took it like that, or you took it out of context, I don't know. I didn't see what he said. Yeah, they are that young and earn already proper. That's a different thing. But I don't know how sustainable it is, how long it will stay like that. I don't know all these kind of things. Yeah. But I think the next 2 weeks will show how much of a challenge it is. Oof. Because whatever happens there, obviously, nobody can react anymore. That's something I think UEFA or whoever should have an eye on to sort that, because we all have to protect the game, and we want, and it's not a league or whatever, it's the game. And obviously, I love all my players who play now in Saudi Arabia, and usually I would watch them, but I didn't see anything yet. So maybe you can, I don't know exactly where, but it's not like that it distracts me now from my watching habits. But we have to make sure that these European leagues, and he's UEFA boss, that they stay as strong as they are, and for that we always can help from these kind of things, like changing rules slightly, adapting rules, making some laws, whatever the laws or rules will make sense. Which makes sense. We are all a bit surprised.
1 minute to go,
probably
people.
In that sense, by the activity from Saudi Arabia, but it happened a lot, and a lot of players went there, and that improves the league there definitely. In the moment, it's like, okay, I said I didn't watch it yet, but that doesn't mean I will never watch it. It just means so far I don't know where to find it, and that's
Fire
the
stick.
situation. So I don't know where it will lead to, but it feels rather, and more important things than that, but rather like a threat or a concern than not, to be honest, because I can't see how we really can deny it in these moments, in these specific moments. What can we do? Say no, and then
Money talks.
yeah, that we can do that, but that's the difference between the contracts here and the contracts there are that big that causes problems, definitely. 100%.
Thank you.
You couldn't wait to get out, man, innit? That's the press conference. Obviously, we talked about it as we go along, me and myself and Anton. I hope you enjoy it, because we're going to be doing this on a regular basis. I've been doing it for a while. Obviously, last one I tried to do the sound. I didn't know how to bring it up, but now I know you have to use Chrome. But yeah, we're gonna be discussing what he just discussed about the transfers and all that stuff. That's our next one. So let's do this, people. Let's do this. So, Ant, obviously we're going to be discussing the transfers now. We did the press conference of Jurgen Klopp. Everybody's talking about this now, like in regards to Mr. Salah. What do you think of him, mate? Like, of this transfer that they've been talking about, like he's gonna get money. Like, I don't know what's going on. Hang on, mate. This keeps going to the wrong one. Yeah, he's gonna get something similar to what he's getting now on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. If you was a player, what would you do?
If I was Salah at this present time, I'm going.
Really? Yeah.
Reason why? Because the people behind me, I'm ambitious, but the people behind me are dragging their feet and tiptoeing about. And we're going to buy a player. We're not going to buy a player. We're going to do all this nonsense, faffing around. FSG guys, messing around. I want Champions League football. I want the best football as possible. You're not doing it. So you know what? I'm 31. My football's gonna be finished soon. Let me just go and be a billionaire again. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a billionaire. You know what I mean? Let me roll the dice.
Yeah.
And go and play Monopoly.
Yeah, you know, like I was thinking about that. I was talking to Harley. You know, Harley is the most optimistic Liverpool fan that we know around this obviously YouTube stuff. I even asked him the same question. Like, you put yourself in his position. Like, you know what I mean, you're getting what you're getting like in a week, in a day, with that tax. What kind of human being, especially at that age of 31, would refuse a thing like that? You know what I mean? He said to me about, you know, loving the club and all that stuff. But sometimes, you know, like, it's all about your family. It's nothing to do with loving the club. It's all about your family.
Exactly.
Your family comes first. And
your family comes first.
And not only that, like, you look at Salah's age, and one injury could just destroy his entire career.
Yeah, he could be finished. He could,
I mean, we don't heal well. Our healing ain't as good as when we was young kids. You know, you bump your head and you're back the next day. Yeah.
When you get to a certain age, you're healing. You can't heal as good as you're young. Can you imagine him turning it down, right? And he gets injured. And he's seriously injured. And he can't play no more. Like, but when he comes back, he's not the same person. Season after season, and we're like, oh, we'll just edge him out. Yeah. Can you imagine that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I keep telling people. Like, put yourself in his shoes. You know what I mean? Like, forget about the loyalty business. Football is not loyal anymore. Football was past tense. I mean, it doesn't exist anymore.
It's not loyal. It's not loyal.
Yeah.
But you know what? If we're loyal to him, if we're loyal to him, because the truth is, without him, we've not done much.
Yeah.
He's one of our main scorers. He's our main scorer in years and now. So if we're loyal to him, if he wanted to go, I'll say 200 million. Just like Merson said earlier. He said that they offered 200 million. 31 for a 31-year-old. You got to take it. You got to take it. You know, he talks. You got to take it. 200 million.
You got to take it. You got to take it. Hang on, let me read the comments. Wild Blood Wolf says, the Guardian news saying Salah was in Saudi private jet this morning. I think it's lies myself. Nah, listen, he's too committed to Liverpool. Like, I think at his stage of his career, he still wants to break records. But, you know, now Liverpool are signing players that's, you know, to his standards so far. I mean, I hope this player that's coming is not the only one. Maybe they promised him stuff. Maybe that's what they've done, and he's gonna probably stay because of that. Because, you know, he's ambitious, guys. You know, I mean, he wants to win things.
Yeah, he's
like,
ambitious.
Like I said the other day when I was talking about, you know, the Liverpool players like the likes of Van Dijk, Alisson, and, you know, Salah. They're at that age. Winning is the only option. There's no other option in their career now, and if you're telling them to wait next season to win, like, we're going to compete for the title next season, no player should stay around for that at the age of 31 or 32. They should be gone. And I don't care about, like, this loyalty and, you know, Liverpool Football Club with all that stuff. But you got to think about the players' feelings. Forget about, you know, us wanting them. If the club doesn't share the same ambition as we want and the players want, What's the point of the players staying there? They've done their service. You know what I mean? They've done above and beyond, in my opinion. I didn't expect them to win all these trophies.
Yeah.
You know, but they did. I didn't expect him to score all these goals, but he did. You know what I mean? We didn't buy him to score all these goals, but he did. You know what I mean?
If he left and went there, he'll be a pharaoh for real.
Yeah.
He'll be a pharaoh for real.
Yeah.
50,000 a
day, no tax.
What? He built his own pyramids again, bro, in Egypt, bro. He built them again. I'm telling you, brand new. He's fixed them up nice.
Think about it, people. Like, you can't be selfish, man. You can't be selfish and things like that. Like I know people will turn on him if he decides to leave, but you can't be selfish in that, man. These owners have put us in a bad predicament, man. They put us in a bad predicament to the extent our best players could be saying like, "See you later." You know what I mean? That's what these owners have done to us. I mean, you can't blame anyone else other than the ownership. You know what I mean? How can you say I'm going to spend 111 million on this player, but yet you haven't spent it with other players? You're crying about 70 million for Doucouré, but if Doucouré is the player that you need that's going to put you in the next level, why don't you just get him through the door? You know, or Sangara or from PSV. Like, think about it, people. If you're ambitious enough and you will win titles, you do it by any means necessary. But
they're ambitious, bro. But they're just tight. They don't want to spend money, bro. They didn't know the money is crazy like that in this country. Because
they come from a trading sport, Anton. They come from a trading sport.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't know. They knew he was getting money, but they didn't know the fees that they have to pay out for players nowadays, especially in this dark age now where the money is crazy now for selling players and buying players.
Well, you heard John W. Henry.
It's too much. It's too much.
You heard about like John W. Henry when he was having a meeting with the Boston fans when he said, "Yeah, players are too expensive." You know the way he took it. Yeah, the players are too expensive nowadays, and he's just got booed off the stage, man. The next day he was at West Ham Liverpool game. So he's been run out of the country, if you know what I mean. But
that's what I'm saying. It's too.
You can't say things like that. If you're in sport, you can't say things like that. I'm sorry. Then a couple of days later, when he got back in the country after that West Ham Liverpool game, I think he signed one of their best players into like 300 million contract or something like that. So yeah, they have got the money. There you go. GG says Klopp should bring back the mentality monsters, not the possession-based team of Pep Lindis. What do you think of that, Anton? What are you saying, like possession-based? Like, have we changed dramatically since the old days of the mentality?
I do agree in some ways, but again, when we can't break down the team, this is when mentality monsters are not. It doesn't work because the Hendersons and the Wijnaldums, they couldn't unlock a team. They couldn't get a goal from the midfield.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Rarely would they get assists between them in the whole time they were playing. How many assists did they get? That's what I'm saying. We've gone to the next part. I can imagine if a fresh Henderson, a fresh Wijnaldum, he came back. Say they came back 28, 23, 25, and still run and can do everything. In this time, they'll struggle because it's not only the runners now you need a bit more. That's why Liverpool are pushing and Pep Linders.
Anton, do you think like in our time, like it was all about technical ability as well as playing physical kind of game?
Oh yeah, it was a mix of things.
Do you think like in the modern day it's just technical? There's no physicality involved in football.
Oh, there's physicality, but it's more technical now.
Yeah.
It's more technical now.
Because our favorite players back in the day, Baggios of this world, players like that. We used to adore players like that because we used to go in the park and try those free kicks and all that stuff. Nowadays, I look at these kids like, what do they actually watch that makes them go to the park and do what we used to do? I don't know. I really don't know.
Let's see step overs and see.
Yeah, that's true. That's it, man. There's nothing else.
That's their football, man.
Paul Joyce, this is the number one, obviously, journalist for Liverpool Football Club. It's Liverpool in general. He says Liverpool reject the Al Ittihad bid for Mohamed Salah. Offer was about, offer was about 100 rising to 150. Club insists player is not for sale, and matter of now closed. So the matter is closed now. So as per David Ornstein, and if they come back with an improved offer around the 200 million mark, would you take it?
Faz, the latest I've heard, Aziz, the latest I've heard, 175.
What?
175. Obviously, it's going to rise to 200. It's going to go 200 million. It's going to go. I think the latest I've heard is 175.
Would you take it?
175 for Salah.
Yeah.
200 million, then I can just go and buy someone crazy quickly. 200, look. It's gonna be something outlandish, isn't it? You see, like how thingy went. What's his name? Maguire went. It was something outlandish if you want to get him off.
Yeah.
For them to get him off Leicester.
Yeah.
He's not worth 200 million. I mean, he's not worth 85 million, but it had to be something outlandish for him to go.
Well, that's Man United though. They buy players like that. Look at Pogba and these other players, and Lukaku, and
for me,
they're a crazy team, man.
For me, with 200 million and 50 million add-on.
Wow.
50 million add-on.
They make
and
a million.
And pay an extra 50 on coming if he does well, like if he wins the cup.
Yeah, mate, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if 200 million comes in, man, because they're that rich, man. They're making a million every minute, man. Come on, man. David Olsen says Liverpool reject verbal bid worth more than 100 million. Substantial add-ons from Saudi Pro League to sign Mohamed Salah for.
Is that right now? 8 million.
Yeah. Proposal. No, this was earlier. Proposal made on. How you say this, Anton? Amicable call to Mike Gordon. Amicable call to Mike Gordon last night. So view as case closed. Do not. Yeah. Well.
Bro, refresh that. Check it now, bro. Check that. Go on Twitter now. Refresh it. Refresh.
You really?
Let me see. Because the latest I heard, my son said 175.
Oh my God. Yeah, we don't talk about the sun here. Remember? Yeah, we don't do that. And Fabrizio Romano says Liverpool rejected a formal bid from Al Ittihad for Mohamed Salah, 100 million plus add-ons. Proposal turned down as per David Ornstein insisting he's not for sale. Proposal was also including huge add-ons, but Liverpool want Mo to stay. I don't blame Liverpool Football Club people. We haven't even got no replacement for him. We need those goals. Where's that goals gonna come from?
Especially at the 11th hour right now.
Yeah.
Right now, 11th hour. Are you serious?
No.
It's closing tonight in a couple of hours, and then you're gonna offer that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Wild Dead Wolf says Brighton will play 2 ex-winners in the Europa League. We have easy group. Yeah. Listen, I want to go for it. I don't want to be those kind of teams that's gonna be acceptance of playing young kids and then we don't go for anything. Like, come on, let's get the trophy board going, man. Let's get some more trophies on the cabinet. Sorry, what was that? Endu plays right back, centre back, DM. So similar. Milner. Yeah. So yeah, it's true. That's what I said. Like, he's Milner's replacement. I can't say any more than that. And look at the age. Milner came around the same age as Endu. Yeah. So you do need a calming influence on that pitch when you've got too many young players as we have. Soboslai is 22. Gravenberch is 21. And then you got McAllister is 24. You got Trent 24. So where's the 30-year-olds or where's the 28-year-olds? There's nothing like that. So when we're rushing in games, like Anton said earlier, like you need someone that's going to put their foot on the ball and say, guys, calm down, man. We're winning the game. Let's just pass it about and waste time that way instead of with quality, instead of instead of like rushing and all that nonsense. I mean, Philip says when we signed Gakpo, I thought he was the wrong type of player. As in my opinion, I thought he should. I thought it should be a midfielder. Not that he wasn't good enough for us. And with Endu, I was underwhelmed. Underwhelmed with him. Oh, yeah. So yeah. with me, with Gakpo, I was confused myself, Philip. Like I thought like we was going for players like you said, midfielders, because that's what we needed at the time to get back
Yeah,
to
you
that
said
Champions
he
League
was a
sport.
bit like
Yeah.
Mane, didn't you?
Yeah, you know, like if you look at if that time, the most important position that we needed was a midfield.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we didn't get that midfield, which cost us, in my opinion, the Champions League spot. Because there was still time
100%.
to retain that, innit, Anton? There was still time
100%.
to retain that, but we didn't
100%.
do that. But what do you think of that, Anton? Like that January transfer window, like, when we was desperate for midfielders that we didn't get in. We got Gakpo, obviously, to fight him off,
Yeah,
Man
don't get
United
me
and all
wrong,
that stuff.
but it should have been Gakpo and someone else. It should have been Gakpo and someone else, especially midfield. It should have been Gakpo and 2 midfielders, maybe.
Yeah. Hawklord says Jim White, Saudi Arabia says they'll be back later today with a improved offer, which is 175, like Anton said, offer for Mo Salah, sell or keep for 175 million. Oh, I'll keep, man, because like I said, if there's no replacement in place,
Can't replace that right now.
how can you get
can't
rid of a
replace-
player and you haven't got 20 goals a season, like player coming in return? I mean, what kind
Not
of
only
winger?
20 goals, Fozzie. Not
Yeah.
only 20 goals. It was the assists and
Look at that
what
assist
do you
against
want
Newcastle the other day. What player can do what he just did?
That's
at
what I'm
that
saying.
pass?
It was assists.
Do you
not
love
only-
the Anton? Do you love the way he just turned like he did
and his
some
goal
kind of
involvement, Foz? It was the
Fucking
goals, the assists, and goal involvements. So it'd be the assist before the assist.
Yeah, it's true, man.
That's what I'm saying, that's
Redbird
what-
says, so many tell me we have to keep Thiago. What? Don't insult
Why?
Thiago. Anton is a big lover of Thiago. He's a big admirer of Thiago.
I'm talking
man.
about a guy like that, bro.
Yeah.
You like
Why-
my kids on Instagram,
What has he done in his time here? Not enough, in my opinion.
Not
Class
enough,
on
I
his
know, I
day, but man is always injured. No point having quality when he hardly plays. I'd rather, if we're not gonna get anyone in, might as well keep him, innit? What's the point of getting rid of him if we're getting no one in?
Right
Just
now,
get him fit.
Right now, with all the players that we've got now, we can easily keep him, and he can show them a few things in training. Obviously, over time when he's not injured, there's gonna be a time we're not injured. Can you imagine him fully fit? He's gonna play Man City with all the rest of the boys playing. Come on, man, it'd be great. It'd be a good addition.
100%.
It'd be a good addition. Come on, with all that quality on the field. Can you imagine him?
Do people forget that those games against Man United and these other teams he dominated, that FA Cup game against City, when he controlled the ball in his chest, finesse, like he held it there, then he flicked it like that. Come on, Anton, this is what we used to do as kids. We used to love doing things like that. He was doing that against Man City in the semi-finals of the FA Cup.
This guy from way back, like I was a groupie, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I almost watched that 100 times, man. Did he really do that? Did he really do
Oh,
that? Control the ball here?
Oh, bro, I'll be throwing it on the stage. Yeah! I used to love this guy, Thiago, bro. He's a baller. Absolutely.
Anton, people, if you don't know Anton, he's a fierce. Anton, wasn't that the first ever freestyle in England we went to?
I was one of the first around,
when
yeah,
you went to the semi-finals. What was it? Houston, innit? Somewhere there, I think. I don't know if it's Houston. Where was it we went? It was me, you, Dominic, and what's his name? No, that's what it was. Yeah, I think you went to the semi-finals, didn't it? The first ever freestyling tournament, a Nike tournament. I don't remember. Yeah, man. That control, Anton, when he just flattened the ball here, man, in the FA Cup, and then flicked
Brazilian move, innit? Control it on the chest, and he control it and keep the ball there.
Come on, bro.
It's so
Come
nice,
on.
man.
Doing it in a game like FA Cup semi-final.
Technically, he there's no one can stop him, man. Can you imagine him if he was always fit? There's no one can stop him, bro.
But the thing is, I've always told Liverpool fans, Anton, like who complain about him, I always say, you knew before he came to Liverpool that he's injury prone. Why are you complaining now? I mean, everybody was begging for him to come to Liverpool. I haven't seen one Liverpool fan say no.
But when he had a good run of games, it was always the other fans,
the
rival fans that say he only does that. He only does the thumbs up. That's all he does.
Thumbs up merchant. Yeah,
they knew he was a baller from time when Rooney said,
it's game over.
Listen, if Liverpool get him, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
he's such a baller. The technique is too much. The techie is too much. And then I was fuming. I know pure Man United fans are just
Of course, bro. Because they
Evil
wanted
to
him.
me, bro, because of Thiago. Oh, well, why is wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you?
Philip says Endu has done nothing wrong so far when he's played, although it's been only 2 games. What, 2 games with 10 men?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said about Gakpo, people, do you remember when he first came? What people were saying about him? All of a sudden, people want him to be the starting striker. Like, things can switch. Things can switch, man.
You should bring up what you used to say before. When he was going for Ronaldo's, when he was going for all these players before, people didn't like, well, who's that? Who's that? Why? We don't need him. Well, we don't need them kind of players. And what all they do well for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like a lot of things that Liverpool were doing, but when they start winning, oh no, now you say something because they don't know the hindsight. All they know is what they see in front of them, and if no one else rates them, because you know what's his name, the left back, right? Robertson.
Yeah,
I used to like him at Hull, and then we were waiting for him. We think, oh, okay, this is great, and people are like, oh, he's shit. I'm like, bro, he's a decent player. People are fuming for 8 million. 8 million though. Everyone's going for playing for 40 million, 50 million. Not 8 million. But look, that's what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I've always said it. Like, if you haven't played football, you won't understand like how a footballer feels when they come into a new club, new environment. It takes time. You know what I mean? You're like, think about yourself. Like, if you go to a new environment, you don't know anyone. You're going to be shy at the beginning, aren't you, Anton?
Of course.
It will take you time to build that relationship with these people, and then you're going to be yourself afterwards. So this is what I'm trying to tell people. Think about it that way. You're in a new place. You don't know anyone. How long would it take you to, become yourself in life? Think about it that way. Philip says, sorry, Wolf, I forgot to smash the like. Oh, come on, Philip. Don't let me down, bro.
Just press it nicely.
Little touch, like Anton says. Little touch.
Get a mouse, bam, bam, and then bam. Just press it nice. There's a lot of people smashing on Instagram, on YouTube, sorry. You can just press it nicely, man.
Just a little press, yeah. Mr. Wolf says, people say we should have a replacement for Salah. Question, if your wife, girlfriend leaves, do you have a replacement? Nope, we haven't got no replacement. It's impossible. It's impossible, bro. I mean, so I don't know where we could get a replacement for Salah. Like I said, he will go down as the best right winger in the Premier League history. You know what I mean? Because nobody has scored as much as Salah. He's bringing goals a striker brings. A striker doesn't even bring. A lot of strikers don't bring that kind of goals, to be fair. I mean, and all they do is goal hang. He's from the right side, scoring goals like a striker. Can you imagine if he played all around, how many goals he could get then? You know what I mean?
Can you imagine if he could use his right foot? That's with me with Salah, man. If only.
Bonker says Saudi will probably have to bid 400 million to get Mo Salah. Mate, they're that rich, man. Like I said, we've been here for 1 hour 41 minutes. I think they already made about 4-5 million already, man. So that's how rich they are. You guys don't understand, man. I'm from there. Anton knows me since I was a kid. Yeah, I was born in Jeddah. This is the team. Like I was born there, so I know what they do over there, man. As we're speaking, man. They're making money, man. They're making millions right now.
As we speak, bro. Millions as we speak. Every second, the millions coming in.
I'm telling you, mate.
They've made how much? Look at the live.
So 1 hour 42 minutes. Say about 5 million already. Yeah.
Come just be real. They've made 100 million already. Look,
already, come on, man.
They've made 100 million already.
And not only that, you got to think about it this way, people, as well. If Salah goes there, the shirt sells. Yeah. How much would they make? Around the Arab world, all the Muslim world, all the Muslim world. Yeah. Even here, people will buy it. That's how it is. Anto, I want to move on to this guy, man. Like, he's gone to Celtic finally. We were speaking about him earlier. He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn until January. Like, why is he still here? And why is he still here, bro?
No.
Like, what's wrong with this football club? Leave the guy alone. Let him have his career, man.
Yeah.
Stop destroying. He's 26 now.
Again, he's not the quickest player, but he was a good defender. He was a really good defender, man. I don't know what it was, but he wasn't the best defender. I know there were some priorities you can see, but I feel like he can defend, man. I feel like he can defend. Personally, I thought he was a better defender than Gomez. Physically, he's not.
He's like a John Terry, isn't he? He's like a John Terry. That's what it is. Yeah.
Huh?
He's like a John Terry. That's what I always say.
Yeah. That's I think if he had pace, I don't think it'd be a question. I don't think Gomez would be here. I don't think Gomez would have gone. It'd been Gomez going on alone instead of him because he ain't really got pace.
Mm.
I thought he was a good defender when we needed him, and he came through. I thought we should have given him a lifetime membership, bro. So you can never ever go again.
Don't you find it sad though, Anton? Like when he did that season, got us back into Champions League. The next season is nowhere to be seen. Like I think that's the most disrespectful thing
for me,
ever.
Klopp should have said, look to the club. Look, I said to him, instead of honourable things, them ones that don't get too much. Say, look, this is who we're gonna give you, bro. There's a little statue or something inside the club and say what you done for us. We'll never forget.
That little was it cupboard for Milner. He had his little closet
a little cupboard, a little sign. Say, look, that's you. You know, that's never gonna leave the club ever again. If you go, that's still there.
But don't you find it strange as well, Anton? Like if you look at it, last season we had our full defense there. They didn't qualify for the Champions League. That season, him and Reece Williams. I don't even rate Reece Williams.
I can't stand
made it into the Champions League. You know what I mean? These two defenders actually put you back in the Champions League. And then you got last season, all these defenders have been fit and all that stuff. Can't even get into get you back in the Champions League. It's weird. It's weird, man. I think he should have a chance, man. I think he would have complimented Van Dijk if he had a run in the team. I think. I mean, I honestly think that.
I think I should have given him a chance, man.
Yeah. Mr. Wolf says Mane had better touch than Salah, but no one beats Suarez. Yeah, Suarez. Touch. You know I don't know about the touch about Suarez.
No. Salah's touch is decent. He's more. His decision. Sometimes his decision making used to annoy me.
Yeah.
But out of the three of them players, Suarez was the better player of all of them. Obviously, he's crazy numbers, man. Crazy numbers he had as an individual. I remember having arguments with people saying he. At the time, Robin van Persie is better than Suarez. I said, bro, watch him. Just watch him a bit more. What you're thinking of? You're thinking of Premiership. Premiership's in your face. That's all you see.
You know the glory days of the Premier League.
This guy is cold. He's an assassin. What do? Come and smash it up. And people never.
I remember him at the Ajax though, man. The goals he was scoring, like curling it, like just standing in one spot, just curling the ball around players to score.
Yeah, he had longer hair then. He had longer hair. He was like a real South American with the long hair, with the what they call it. When they got the long hair at the back.
Yeah, ponytail, and you know that. Yeah, you know, with gelling and getting all that stuff, and having a headband and all that stuff. Yeah. Redbird says if Salah wants to go, you can't put it all down to FSG. They can't kidnap him for fuck's sake. So Salah needs to come back out and say no. Why does Salah have to come back? I don't know. Like he hasn't said he wants to leave. He's coming to training. He hasn't said I don't want to play the next game.
No.
I mean, if people are making speculations on a regular basis about him, it's down to them. It's nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? I don't want him to come out and say anything because it will lead to more fire. So just let him be. He's turning up for training. He's not doing a Coutinho like come whenever I feel like I'm ill the next day or anything like that.
Yeah. I've always wanted to play for Ittihad.
He ain't saying like that. I want to play for Barcelona or that nonsense.
I've been watching him since I was young.
Where is Coutinho now? You know what I mean? Like careers, disappear, man. Careers disappear.
No, he's going over there, isn't he?
Yeah. He's going Qatar. I heard. It's not even Saudi Arabia.
He's not Saudi.
Yeah, he's going to Qatar. I think, not Saudi.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck to him, man. I mean, he needs all the luck that he can get. Yeah. So about Phillips, just sell the guy, man. Leave the guy alone.
This is what's going to happen. It can work out for us, Foz. If they sell Coutinho, sell Salah, the Liverpool faithful are going to go crazy on FSG and they'll go mad, I think they'll outside pitchforks, torches, and I'm not talking about torches with a barrier. I'm talking about torches.
Mate, they'll be sleeping outside Anfield, mate. They'll be sleeping outside. There's tents already built down there, man.
I'm telling you, fire. I'm telling you, fire. I'm not talking about torches with a battery. Torches with the flames and the gasoline. There'll be anarchy. That's the only for them to go, for them to leave. It might have to be that. So it might be the no one coffin. They sell my man for 200 million or 175 and not buy no one next summer or something. You'd be like, that's it. Pitchforks gonna go kill him. I'm not condoning that guy, guys. I'm not condoning violence.
There's already tents being built outside Anfield, you know. We know that. Mercer said one asked, will Salah be LFC player when Saudi window closes? Mercer replied, Neil Diamond, money talks. Yep. Yeah, money does talk, man. That's the thing. The money talks all the time. I'll come back to these things. Okay, we're going to be moving to this guy, Anton, next. What do you think of him being at Liverpool right now? He's going to be the number 38. A lot of people are saying he's going to play in that midfield of the three, you know, the one deep. If he plays there, what is he going to bring, Anton, if you watched him as a player?
Gravenberch.
Yeah. If he plays in that defensive midfield,
I don't think we can rely on him as a 6. And a lot of people are saying the 6 because that's yeah. You have to be a certain caliber to be there. You know what I'm saying? And he's not proactive. Like I said, he's not proactive to play there. He can play. He physically looks like he can play there, but a lot of things will pass him by. If you know what I mean, especially in that position, you can't afford that.
Yeah. Unless
you're going to play a double pivot with him. I think, personally, this is how I've said to my cousin, I said, they might play McAllister as a 6.
Yeah.
Play him as the 8 and Szoboszlai as the 10 on the right-hand side of the 3.
Yeah.
And he's going to be on the left-hand side.
I think he could turn into a defensive midfielder. I honestly think he can play there. With Klopp, as we already know, with his Dortmund days, Mainz days, he turned players into players who are central midfielders into defensive midfielder. Gundogan was at actual. If you guys don't know, Gundogan, who plays for City, he was their DM at Dortmund. He was the defensive midfielder. You saw him at City. He played number 8. You know, that tenacious midfielder that's leading the team, running up and down, scoring goals and all that stuff. But at Dortmund, he was the DM, and Klopp did listen. Klopp can talk to anyone and turn them to world class players. Let's just be honest here. We didn't expect all of our players to be world class.
As well.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? So Klopp is that type of guy. You know what I mean? So I can see that happening with him. And not only that, he's 21, Anton. So he's got a ceiling.
His glass is only half full, man. So
yeah, bro.
Klopp can fill the rest, man.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, he'll Dutch and that can speak to my man. Yeah. Their language.
Yeah, but listen. A lot of people are apprehensive about it, Anton. Like, a lot of people are not happy about it. They're saying they've gone. I discussed with Ali yesterday, as you remember. They said they've gone on a cheap route, like, of the player. Like, instead of getting a player for 80 million, 90 million, 100 million, they've gone the cheap route. But do you think it's a cheap route, or do you think it's a smart business? Or
it's smart. It's smart business. It is smart business, but it's also cheap, isn't it? It has to be real. He's not 50, 60, 70 million, is he?
Mm-hmm.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
Even though cheap, 40 million is not really cheap to normal people like us.
Let me put the formations up like I usually do. Put that table on there. We could see what he can actually produce if he plays in that position. What I saw of him yesterday when I was at work, what I saw of him, Anton, he's got pace, man, to burn. I didn't even know he was that quick.
He's got a ton of pace.
I didn't even know. He gets the ball, people, and the ball's stuck to his feet. He gets out of tight situations, you know what I mean, with the ball. So if he's marked here, by a player, what I saw of him, Anton, let me just take this out. If he's marked by a player, he's the type of guy that would just go around the player.
He rolls the play.
He'll do this, He'll do this.
Rolling plays. Yeah, I understand that.
And I like that. I really like that. It shows the composure on the ball, you know what I mean? And he's not panic, panic based. If you look at Henderson, and all these other players, the issue they had is as soon as someone's on them, they're shaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get rid of the ball, then they kick it in the air, kick it off.
Yeah, Henderson was quite plain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's quite limited.
With these players, what I like about him, Salah, they're all comfortable with the ball. So if players on them here, they would just go. If they have to go around them, they'll go around them. You know what I mean? If they have to do a 1-2, Like,
Yeah.
you know, them two like doing 1-2 here and then he gets to here. They will do that. This is how good these players are.
But another thing with
Mm.
Ryan Gravenberch, yeah, he's still growing. He's 21.
Yeah.
You know,
Injuries might
I'm
still happen.
saying, yeah, injuries might happen, and you haven't got full control of your legs yet.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and I've seen it in games, and I've seen it other show reels, his feet, ball gets stuck under his feet.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't want him to do that constantly, rolling a player in front of the defense when someone can have a shot and pull someone off guard.
Yeah.
So for me, it would be McAllister, the deep line 6. Deep line 6.
So you
He's
will
not a
swap them two,
playmaker.
yeah?
He'd be a deep line playmaker, not defensive midfielder. He'd be a deep
Like
line
this.
playmaker, yeah. Deep lining playmaker. So
I'd rather
when
have
we
him
lose
here
the ball-
and, you know, something like
when we
that.
lose the
Because
ball,
with him,
yeah.
he could come inside, innit? Like I said before, and
Yeah,
he could
yeah.
take shots, you know what I mean, on the
But
goal.
with Soboslai, he can shoot from the other side.
Yeah.
That's why I put him on the right, and he is working well with Trent at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we see him up and down.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
So
He's energetic, man, full of energy.
Gravenberch, if you see most of his show reels on, especially Ajax,
Yeah.
he's attacking from that side.
This side, yeah.
Yeah, well, when he's in the box, he's shooting from either side. I've seen him shoot with both feet. He shoots with both feet as well. That's another thing.
Yeah.
But McAllister, I think, will be not a defensive midfielder, but a deep line midfielder. It's going to be a deep line.
But the thing
playmaker.
is, guys, like, if you think about it, like, they could complement each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could just swap like this. If the game doesn't go right, the best thing on the pitch is like players that could like swap positions. What I like about McAllister, he's intelligent, innit? He'll give you that through ball, the players to run on and score goals. You know what I mean? He'll give you things like that. That's what I like about him. And he can get into the box late and score goals as well.
Bro.
So we've got very, very intelligent players.
I'll play like that, as I said before, with McAllister as a deep line, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
When we're winning, say like winning 1-0 or something like that, say it's like 70 minutes, 60 minutes, even 65, if the team is turning us over, I'll take Gravenberch off, play McAllister where he is, and put Endo there. That's what I thought they might do.
Well, I mean, like this.
The game. I thought Endo will be a person to see at the game.
Like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's all compliments, isn't it? Like, you got him, he could play there. You got him. I love this kid since he's coming on.
I like how he's coming on.
He's been changing games, and you got this kid who's been
like
outstanding in the Euros as well.
Jones, he's
and he got the master, and he got the master as well, isn't it? The master.
Yeah, you know me. I don't really like Jones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's turning into we got my young guy, my young Padawan, my young Jedi.
Yeah. See, like, a lot of people complain about the actual defensive midfield, Anton, but look at the defensive midfield now. Like, you got all the, and don't forget him as well. So you got all these guys that can play that role.
Yeah.
McAllister, Thiago. Before he came to Liverpool, he was the defensive midfielder for Bayern Munich, by the way. People.
Yeah, he was a deep line playmaker.
Yeah. So, and you got Indu, you got Gravenberch, and you got Besetic.
What do you
Maybe
call it,
Besetic. I don't know, man. That's how I say it. I don't know.
Endo.
I said Endo, did I? Oh, okay.
Is it Indu?
Oh, Endo, yeah. I'm not good with names, man. I'm very bad. Yeah, but yeah. So if you could see that, like, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that can play in that position. So we're okay, man. Well equipped. You know what I mean? So that's the most important thing. But in the future, this is what I can see that's going to happen. With Gravenberch playing there, I know Klopp. That's what Klopp does. Like, even the players you don't think they're going to play in that position, they play there eventually. Obviously, that could have been Caicedo there or Lavia, but now I think he's better on the ball than both of them. I honestly think that, Anton. Ryan Gravenberch. I think he's better
on the ball than
Caicedo and Lavia. I know you probably disagree, but I think
Caicedo and Lavia. Oh yeah, 100%. He's better on the ball than them. 100%. His tech is better than both of them both. Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah, so that's what I see.
Work rate, he's the least out of the lot, out of them three. He's the work rate. I'm sorry.
But they're gonna work on him, innit? That's the most important thing.
21. Let's say, bro, you need to run. You're 21. That runs.
Yeah, so that's us done today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me just read out the comments. Gigi says, if Salah leaves, I don't blame him. but I blame the management because they
Yep.
saw this coming, but
Yep.
couldn't work on the matter to find a proper replacement. Yeah,
Yep.
we always said that. We said that in the beginning. Like,
Yep.
if they sell him, a lot of questions has to be asked. Anton did say people are going to be camping outside Anfield, you know, and you
Yep.
know, having a go at these
I've been
owners
saying it.
and the
I've been
manager.
saying it.
I mean,
But
how
for
can you
even
go?
if we didn't let him go, right?
Mhm.
Say this was last season, we should have
Yeah.
got someone to replace him anyway, just in case he gets injured.
Mm.
That's what big teams do.
Exactly.
The reinforcements. Liverpool don't do reinforcements. Sorry, not Liverpool. FSG don't do reinforcements.
Yeah, 100%.
They're playing for now. And like when they say we need to buy players, we need to buy. Is he a million? Oh, it's too much money, man.
And what did Wolf say? Yes, but as Liverpool fan, he will be in Liverpool Hall of Fame. I think the Salah, right? Along with Kenny. Let
Yeah,
him
he
go if price is right. But never won Europa League, so so it's his chance to completely have every trophy. Oh, you mean like to complete the actual trophy count? Like if you played in every competition, you won every competition. Like that's what they're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about.
when they can go.
There's only one competition missing, like Wolf says, which is the actual Europa League. But listen, Champions League takes over everything anyway. I mean,
Yeah,
so,
true.
yeah.
But,
And then
yeah,
JK
Europa League,
says
we get the full amount. We get the full.
it'd be good. It'd be good for your, you
It'd be
know, yeah, personal records. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be.
JK
But-
says he met Merston once. Was friendly and nice guy. Yeah, we met a few people in it back in the. We met Rio Ferdinand. We met Phil New. Phil New gave us a trophy in the father side. Father side.
Side.
We met the most decorated Liverpool player ever, Phil New. Yeah, he gave us a trophy in our father side competition back in the day. I remember, man. Yeah, he was a nice guy. I think I met a lot of Liverpool players. Just, I'm still waiting for John Barnes, Anton, man. When are we gonna meet him, man?
I met John Barnes. I met Paul Gascoigne. I met a few footballers actually.
Yeah.
Not top of my head, but yeah, them two was one heroes as kids, man. You know what I mean? Gascoigne, especially John Barnes. Oh God. And I met him, I was like,
that's our hero, isn't it? That's what we grew up with.
Wow.
I mean.
He was
Prime
still
John
talking
Barnes.
fast. He was still talking fast.
Yeah.
Speaking to him. That's just...
He wasn't singing that song again, wasn't he?
He got the whole if they hit
it
you,
could be slow or
there's
fast.
only one way around, and that's
the back.
around the back. So you give for
Regular. Don't say that. Don't say that. We're Liverpool fans. We can't say that. Okay. Or Hawklord says, have we actually confirmed Gravenberch deal yet? And if not, I wonder why. That medical. I think he's having his medical right now. That's what I've heard. Yeah, we're singing for Liverpool. Liverpool. Okay, let me read the people I haven't read. I apologize for that, man. Rahim, sorry. Hi, Fuzzy. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? And also, how do you say, Anton? How is your family? How is the family? Oh, thank you very much for asking for that, relatives and friends. Yeah. Also, won't blame Mohamed Salah leaving. Of course, LFC have no ambition. If the right money
not LFC,
come,
not LFC, it's FSG. Get it wrong. FSG, their owners don't have no ambition. They just want P just coming in. That's it.
I'm all good, Abdul. Thank you for asking, brother. I hope you're well and your family as well, and you know everything goes well for you as well. Yeah, it's FSG, like Anton said. It's nothing to do with LFC. We're here. We're all LFC fans. You know what I mean? So we want a certain ambition. They want a certain direction. So we don't come in the same place. Nice stream. Enjoyed it a lot. No worries, man. We're here more or less every day. I'll be back, like you can see on the screen over there. I'll be on the deadline day today. I'll start at 8 o'clock. I won't be present, but I'm going to show you guys what players are going where. And then at 9 o'clock, we do a live stream and get all the guys on to, you know, discuss the transfer window and, you know, what teams are going to be in a better state than, you know, us or, you know, vice versa and things like that. Yeah, Anton, where can people find you, brother? Obviously, it's here, but you could just tell them.
Here, as you said, or Anton Zero on Instagram.
Yeah. Big up, brother. Big up. That's us done. We will come back very, very soon. which is today, of course, around 8 o'clock. So please tune in, help the channel out. Please hit that subscription button, notification button, and like button, all that good
Press
stuff.
it, guys. Just press it.
Yeah, you know, like it helps the channel trend. Sorry about today as well. I'm a bit tired. You know what I mean? I only have a couple of hours sleep, and I come on here from night shifts and all that stuff. But I do try to bring you the best content that I can, and that's the way it is, isn't it? Really. Wolf says I have no ambition for the weekend, but going to be great. We'll see. Hopefully we're going to hear the news of Ryan Gravenberch at 8 o'clock when I come on. Hopefully he signs for Liverpool Football Club, and then we could, you know, discuss it as we go along throughout the night. I think the transfer window ends around 11 o'clock, so we'll have to wait and see. Yes, people, that's all we got for you today. Well, now, I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Yes, bless, bro, JK. Thank you for coming on, bro. As always, you guys help us, you know, very, very, very well here, man. I appreciate that as well. Take care, everybody.